Assalamu alaikum. This is Muhammad Alamin. First, I would like to thanks dear respected judges and everyone involved in JavaFest 2025. We are the IUBAT duo team, me, Alamin, and my teammate Saikat Kumar. So, welcome to our presentation, Sortify, an AI-powered waste classification system for Therap Limited.
Hello everyone, this is Saikat Kumar. Our goal: make waste segregation smart, simple, and engaging. Sortify is our intelligent waste body. Here's our roadmap. We will start with the problem and motivation, covers our objectives, explore the system architecture and core features, dive into AI integrations and gamifications, walk through the user experience and analytics, outline our implementation timeline and take a step. Highlight engineering best practice and deployment, discuss collaborations, and finish with our conclusion and future work. Actually, Sortify focused on three pillars: classify, educate, and reward. We use AI for precision, educate users on sustainable habits, and gamify the process to keep them engaged. This is our simplified system architecture, where we can say admin can manage content. Actually, admin can manage all the Sortify like waste classification, waste categories, user management by content. But users only uses the Sortify features. When a user want to classify any image, he just call the API through the front end and send the image to the backend. Backend again send the image to the AI model. AI model classify the image and send it to the backend. Backend immediately write this data into the database and send the response to the user. Let's demonstrations. Let's say demonstrations, then we can easily understand. Like this is a user. Actually, it's already logged in. Let's log out. So here we can see there is options for anonymous users. If a user want to classify waste without login, we can also do it. But a registered user can access many features of Spotify. So here is a option for classifiers now. Actually, when a user open these applications through the mobile phone, he can directly open his camera to take the waste picture. But I am opening my these apps by my PC, so I need to choose image. So here is the image for testing our applications. If I want to select any of these, like this one, let's see. Oh, it's a hazardous waste because it's a elect if one electric waste. So we need to handle with care. Dispose in red bin. Here we see other information also. So let's see our confusion matrix for AI. Here is the confusion matrix for AI. Also, we can see the accuracy and classification, final classification, where we can see precision for compost is 19%, sorry, 99%, generalist for 92%, for hazardous 98%, for recycle 90%, and overall accuracy is 90%. 5%. Let's back to our slide. So now this is the simplified ERD. Our ERD shows a normalized database supporting user management, classification history, badges and reward, model versioning, feedback, and token management. This design ensures scalability and data integrity. Let's see the relationship between users and OS classifications. So the code. So here it's already open. Here you can see this is users entity and this is the West classification entity. In West classification entity, there is a relation that is on to many, many to one, where it present on user can classify many West. Now our core features. Sortify is more than classification. Users sign up and manage profile. They classify OS and get educational tips. We provide analytics dashboard and gamify the experience. Admin receives feedbacks and notifications. We version our AI models and audit everything. So we already seen, but here is the dashboard for user, where user can see his classification history, where user can see his reward story, where user can see the leadership board. Actually, our leadership board is totally dynamic. Based on the point, it update. And in reward, we can see the global rank, my point, and record point to update my level to the next level. Here you can see the monthly stack goal, life progress, best collection, marathoner progress, also eco goals, and you already seen it. Let's get our slide. Gamification motive. Certifier award points for correct sorting, grant best for milestone, and showcase top green orange on a leaderboard. Each user see their reward history and progress. We already seen that. Each user see their reward history and their progress. Our analytics dashboard aggregate user data to show distribution across OS categories and individual contribution. Trend lines reveal progress over time. This insight encourages users to recycle more often. This is timeline and roadmap. Our roadmap aligns with Javafest deadline. We register, pass the screening, submit our proposal, and meet the final project deadline. Today's presentation is part of our grand final. Quality is paramount. We follow solid properties, keep our code clean, adopt domain-driven design, and layer our architecture. Our APIs use DTOs with validations. We log and audit every important actions and monitor the system in production. We also write unit tests and keep documentation updated. Here we can see the required DTO of the models or entity. As a two-member team, we split responsibilities. Alamin handles backend and DevOps. I focused on AI and frontend. We collaborating using GitHub, managing brands and pull requests, participating in code contests and hackathon prepared us to think creatively under pressure. We produced clear documentation, deployment script, and demos. Thank you for your attention. Segregate smart, save tomorrow's. We are happy to take your question. Thank you.
We are going to introduce why we make this Sortify. So the problem and motivation. So we can see the waste management is a critical thing in nowadays in our cities, like in the drain or in the field or in the riverside. We see there are plenty of waste, different type of waste. So we cannot sort um, by our government. So as a citizen, we have to solve by ourselves. So we think we saw in our university campus that there are different bin for different waste, but people are only throwing in the nearby bin. Finally, we realized that we can do that. So people or citizen can learn which type of waste we can throw on which color bin. That's our problem, and we got the motivation. Now our next part is system architecture. This is actually core part for our project. So you can see the user is interacting with the front end, and front end calling the backend API. So backend send images to the AI model service. It return the result to the backend, and all are stored in the MySQL database. And finally, everything is hosted on cloud platform such as Contabo BPS. So we wrap our front-end, back-end AI model and database into the Docker. Here you can see admin manages backend. Actually, admin part also uses the front end, and from the front end they manage, they can see or view the stats or other user. So, and beside that admin, if there is any problem, admin also manage the backend. So we use this icon here. In the next part, the how our classification actually works, what is the flow. So this is our core feature in our system. So people will only capture a photo or upload a photo, and then it will show them which type of bin you have to use to throw your waste. So first you can see user upload an image, the image processed, image sending to the AI model, and AI model return with the result, and it stored the result, right? And finally the result return to the user screen. So how waste classification works actually. The system architecture on use case. So you can see that we have only keep access for non-registered user, only get disposal suggestion and upload waste image. As classification, waste classification is our core feature, so we give them access without login, so people can learn it to save the planet. But those who are registered user, we give them more opportunity to track their history, to manage their profile, and other tips. And for admin also can all the access. Admin have all the access to manage users, monitor system, manage waste categories and other things. So you can see in AI integration and technology, we use lightweight CNN model to classify our waste image. So we get 91.7% accuracy up to. And there is the result actually return with the microservice with the REST API via the Spring Boot backend. For user, we tried to keep the classify interface so they can classify the waste type. So user have analytics dashboard, rewards board, and the profile and tips page, and some other page as well. So we couldn't mention here, but these are the most important for the user. So which method we actually follow to build our system? So we follow the SDLC to deliver high quality product. So first of all, the requirement analysis. So after our problem, getting the problem and motivation, we thought for a while. So what are the things we need so it can be interactive as well as people can use it. Later on, we going to the system design phase, and we built our model and database, and finally we go through our full scale development. After development, we test locally and then deploy our system into the Contabo BPS. Here you can see the technology or tools we used to build our system. So as a front end, we use React Material UI, Backend, Java, Spring Boot, and REST API. So AI model, we use Python and CNN and TensorFlow. For database, we rely on MySQL. For build tools, we use Maven, IntelliJ IDEA IDE, and VS Code for some front-end code. For cloud, we use the BPS, Contabo, and the Docker is there as well. And for the version control, we use Git and GitHub. So we tried most to follow the DevOps on the things. So we deploy our application into the Contabo BPS. So there we also set up some kind of CI/CD type pipelines for automated build and deployment, and we also can monitor application health, scalability. So finally, before going to conclusion, I would like to go to some server side and deployment changes to show you. So let's go there. For example, first we need our server address. So I forgot, sorry for that. So here is our server address, which is connected through our terminal. So okay, we we log into the our server. But before going to the server, we are going to log in our project. Okay, here is our website address, Sortify fy.top, and we also can use the sortify.org. So it is redirecting to our sortify.top. So here you can see that there is a problem with not is a problem, it's a typo. You can see Sortify. So our project is actually representing the fy Sortify. So we will change this I into Y. So for that we have to go to our project. So let's see, let's change the Y here in the landing page from the front end. This is just nothing but an demonstration. So Sortify and we are going to commit. So commit and push. Let's wait for the push confirmation. Okay, we push our project. So now it's time to deploy. So you can see after pushing it is not changes, but we are going to update it through our server terminal. So there is a shortcut cd sortify.app. This is our app directory in the server, and there is another script so we created for deploy.sh for deploy. So we will copy and paste. So we copy and paste here. So I will provide my passkey. So it is again okay, so you can see there is some changes in landing pages, so it will take some time to update this. It's around 5 to 7 minutes in total. So in the meantime we are going to show our code base. So you already seen the code base, the main feature code base. So I'm going to only the code base structure, not going through the whole code, so you will get understand will we follow the solid principle or not, what. So this is our front end, and the backend is here. So this is our AI model, this is our front end, and under the source folder we kept our backend code. So let's have a look in AI model. So AI model, we have the API server. So here we set the Docker file, and you can see the Docker file. So in the model we have the final model version 1.1 for image classification, waste classification. So we set it up for to run in the Windows as a shortcut. So here we have a DB for the Docker. So in the Docker we have something we need to set during the first load. So in the front end, under the source folder we have everything to connect with the backend. So here is the API. So these are the APIs. For example, this is the auth API, so which is actually working for the authentication. So you can see our authentication API, and you can see the components for different categories. So these are the common edu tips. So these are the components, different components. So there is only one context, auth context, and the pages, style. This is our router. So how we people can access, user can access. So here we have nginx configuration and some deployment, so you can see Docker as well, and you can find the backend code here. So in the resources we have application properties, and this is for the local deployment, local run, and we have config such as data initializer. To by default we have to create an admin, and for example there is a controller, so all the controller are here. Where is our, so this is our waste classification controller. So it hits API classify, and our image is hosted on image host URL and a host URL. So we have updated here something, and the history is here and the details. So feedback, after user seeing classify the waste, they can feedback. So in the meantime we are waiting for our update. Okay, fine. So it's already updated, so let's have a look on our interface. So you can see the eye, so we will reload here. Okay, so now it is Sortify. Let's end our coding overview part. First we have security config for access and protect the route, and JWT authentication as well we have, and here you can see the service business logics are there, and you can already see the model. And that's all from our code base side, so we are not going to much explain here. Let's explain in our website. So as a login user, we have to I'm going to log in as admin, as Saikat already log in as a user. So here we can log in. Okay, so you can see the same interface as we discussed in the use case diagram. So admin have all the access. So first I'm going to show the classification things. For example, if we look here, the food waste, this is the food waste. So you can see as I logged in here, so my dashboard is there, history is there, and you can see the some eco tips are also in there. So if I click on classify now, oh, another thing is, if the image size is more than 5 MB, so it will reject your submission. it will say the image size is more than 5 MB. We do that to save our spaces. That's all. So you can see this is the Compost bin, and we can see the bin in zoom. So the Compost bin, it's 100% confident, so put in green bin actually. So we kept 4 categories actually. So if you think there is something wrong in your suggestion, in our suggestion, so you can give us a feedback. So from the feedback we can update. We can not directly update, but we can work on that later on. So yes for the yes case, and for the no case, so what should be the category? So I can say it is just general waste, although it is not general waste. So please try to submit without feedback writing. So I can't. So let's write something here. This should be general waste instead of food or compost waste. So okay, our AI suggestion, so submit. So okay, it's submitted. So now you can see some other things such as in the history. So Mr. Saikat already showed that, but he missed something, so that is why I'm going to show you that. So you can see the share classification view details. So you can view your classification from here. So although interface is not good at all, but we believe we can improve much after our presentation, after our academic exam. So here now we can also share this classification to others, so people can see okay, it is working. So we will open a new incognito mode, and from there we will only keep our URL. So without login, so people can see your waste classification details as well. So we kept that for the user, those who are not sure that what we are doing. So that's all from the share. So in the leaderboard, Saikat already shown that, and the user dashboard, in the user profile, so you can see user can edit their profile, and it is active. For changing password, it will requires current password, and there is eco status in the profile as well. So we need I need 492 points for the next. So what are the which category is the topmost? So it is composed. For classification we have the another view here, and awards and ranks. For me my rank is okay, so it is 1 for this weekly, and monthly it is so monthly it is so we have not listed down the admin in our eco champion, so that's why we can't see the admin profile in the list. So we can only see here. So you can see your recent rewards. For feedback we gave 2 points, and for correction provided we provide 1, and as it is high confidence classification, we provide 1 points, and for classification we provide another points. So here the feedback, you can see feedback, incorrect feedback and correct feedback. So these are the feedback, and that's all. There's nothing much in the setting. This will be for future improvement. So we can change our photo from anywhere, from the overview here or from here. For example, let me change the photo. So okay, photo is updated already. So now let's have a look on our dashboard. So in the admin dashboard, you can see we have total 60 active user, and one is online, only me. And that all together we have classified 203 classification, 5 active batches, 85% accuracy total still, and we have only 2 new user, and the monthly growth is 8 projected, so it's 100% showing. Our system health is 99%. So top category is here general waste. People are classifying the waste categories general waste. So we can create a new badge or view all user from here. From the analytics part, we don't have many UI or analytics part. So you can see at least the classification breakdown here. General waste 75%, 75. So total 203. You can see the percentage, right? So today's classification only one. Total 203. For system logs, so we can see the system log here. So people when they changes, or I mean when they update, so we keep some log like classify for the admin, the updated tip changes status, so we can identify actually. So in the advanced chart we actually don't have much. So you can see we use total 24% of memory, system uptime 99%, health 98%, and the response time within the 1.2 second. So we use actually Spring actuator for this. So here you can see the feedback overview. So now we will move through to the badge management. So you can see we have 5 badges now. If we wish, we can add more in the future. So and then we have the user management. So we can see the user, filter the user. So let's have a look on the test user. For example, if I deactivate this user, so this will hide. Sorry, it will not hide now. So if I filter the active user, so you can't see that user. But if we list down the inactive filter, so we can see this is inactive. So we can activate it and we can go. So so if we see the Saikat Kumar gain profile, so we can see he has no classification yet. For there is a 1.0.3 points. So next to the go to the next page. Okay, just last page. So you can see the Pranoy Dash. has activity status, 20 classification, the classification history of each. So these are the confidence level, and feedback, he didn't give any feedback. So we can create admin, or you can also add the user. So for admin we can right now we are not going to create admin user, so that's all. And category management, we only have 4 category, so we are not planning to expand it, but if we have a scope, so we also can have the ability to create new category here. So we can also select our color for the bin color. So now here is the tips management. So you can see some tips with the image. So here you can edit, or for example if we keep edit, we can see the active. So narikeler khosha, but we don't have narikeler khosha, so we can set some like image. So this is the food image, so we will update here, so you can see the images are updated. So this is a kind of not it's all our dummy we have generated by AI. And the feedback management, so you can see recently I provide an feedback. So these are the status, so priority is critical, and these are open, and this is already reviewed. So these are the things. So this feedback will help us to increase our accuracy and for the AI model. And in the statistics, you can see some statistics are here all together. And in the feedback inside, so there is nothing much at all. So system log, you can see here is the log who work on that, I mean who is doing. So the IP is not working right now, but we tried, we didn't have much time after deploy our project. We focus on our academic. So that's all you can see. So another thing I have to show you, one is user registration. For register, we are going to create an dummy user. Okay, so this is our email. For registration, we will click join now, and this is our email part. So this is the name, and we will paste. So you can see without the password matching you can't create, so please ensure the all fields are correctly. So even if we create empty, so field is. So now we will meet our password strength. Now create name can only contain letters. Okay, so this is another error. Okay, so this email already registered, maybe I have registered, now I have to delete it, waiting for the new email. Okay, okay, what I have already done. Okay, first so you can see here something. Okay, fine. Now let's create. So registration successful, please verify your email. So we can save our password. Okay, here you can see the email come from no reply at sortify.top. So we also build our own mail server, and this is the template for our user. So click here or use this link. So for example, I am going to use the wrong link as intentionally. So see, the verification failed. So what we have to do, we also add the security here, like you can't send a can't spam with us. So within 5 minutes you have to wait at least to get your verification email. You have to check your spam. So we intentionally waiting for this delayed. So in the meantime, what we can do, we can in the meantime, so let's change our user. We are going to use our login. Okay, let's have a login. So first log out. Okay, so login. For example, if I forget my password, so I have to put my email, and it's reset an email. So going to my Gmail, and here is my academic email. Okay, so we got our password reset request here. So we will open this and we can set the password we have as it is. Okay, so our password already set it up. So that's all. By the way, if we keep our what is it is 0. So if we click on our valid link, what will happen? So it will show you verification successful. So we show you this because we also concerned about the spamming, also concerned about the security. So we tried as much as possible. So we can now log in. Okay, here you can see the profile, total profile, and you can see here some other categories. We added some information here, and for about us, we our Sortify. So this is my profile, and this is Saikat Kumar Gain profile. So now let's back. I think I have nothing to show you anymore here. So let's back to our presentation. So we see we see something about our project. For the last time, we have semester final exam ongoing. Today I have exam, so we can't show you much in detail, but I think this will enough for the justification. We try to follow the justification criteria. This is our project is kind of innovative in the context of world, in the context of Bangladesh. So here in the conclusion, our AI powered waste can sorting with gamification for user interaction, and it's always promote accurate recycling habits, and beside that, user also can learn what type of quest is this if they use our website regularly. So for future plan, we are going to launch a mobile application, expand to broader communities like who work with this environment. So we are going to reach them, and if it is possible, we are also going to introduce with the IoT bin sensors. That's all. So thank you so much for your time, for your judgment. Thanks again, everyone.